Chapter 1. The Distress Call. Aboard the Aegis. The Aegis, humanity's most advanced warship, glided silently through the cosmos, its sleek form a testament to human engineering. The ship's bridge hummed with the soft sounds of machinery, and the crew went about their duties with practiced efficiency. Captain Aria Harlow stood at the helm, her eyes scanning the vast expanse of space displayed on the viewscreen. Aria's thoughts wandered as she gazed into the void. She had dedicated her life to the service, leaving behind a family on planet Terra 54 that she rarely saw. Her mind drifted to memories of her young daughter, Mia, and her husband, Jack, who were waiting for her to return home. The weight of her responsibility as captain weighed heavily on her shoulders, but she took solace in knowing that she was protecting her loved ones and all of humanity. Suddenly, a sharp alarm pierced the comm. The comms officer, Lieutenant Jameson, turned to the captain, his face pale. "Captain, we're receiving a distress call from Terra 54. They're under attack." Aria's heart raced as she processed the information. "Patch it through," she ordered, her voice steady despite the turmoil within. The view screen flickered, revealing the frantic face of Admiral Marcus Steele. Behind him, explosions and chaos painted a grim picture of the situation on Terra 54. "Captain Harlow, this is Admiral Steele. Terra 54 is under attack by an alien fleet. We need your assistance immediately. The enemy fleet consists of 50 ships of various classifications, and they're overwhelming our defenses." Aria's resolve hardened. She clenched her fists, feeling the weight of the responsibility on her shoulders. "Admiral, we'll be there as soon as possible." "Hold the line," she said with determination. The alien fleet. In the cold vacuum of space, the alien fleet advanced towards Terra 54 with ruthless precision. The 50 ships varied in size and purpose, each designed for a specific role in the attack. Sleek destroyers, bristling with weaponry, led the charge, flanked by heavily armored cruisers and imposing battleships. The alien ships were a stark contrast to the Aegis, their designs alien and menacing. Their sleek, dark hulls were covered in strange symbols and markings that glowed ominously. Their weapons fired relentlessly, wreaking havoc on Terra 54's defenses. The planet's surface burned under the relentless assault, cities reduced to smoldering ruins. On the bridge of the lead alien ship, Commander Vrax surveyed the destruction with a cold, calculating gaze. "Maintain the attack," he ordered, his voice devoid of emotion. "Terra 54 must fall." Preparing for battle. Back on the Aegis, the crew sprang into action. Chief Engineer Dr. Elena Vasquez worked tirelessly to ensure the ship systems were operating at peak efficiency. Tactical Officer Lieutenant Commander Jason Cole analyzed the enemy fleet's formation, devising strategies for the upcoming battle. "Captain, the enemy fleet is heavily armed, but their technology appears to be several generations behind ours," Cole reported. He pointed to the holographic display showing the alien fleet's movements. "We should have a significant advantage." Aria nodded. "Good. Prepare the ship for FTL travel. We need to get to Terra 54 as quickly as possible." She turned to Dr. Vasquez. "Elena, make sure the shields and weapon systems are at full capacity. We're going into a war zone." Vasquez gave a determined nod. "Aye, Captain. I'll make sure everything's running smoothly." The Aegis powered up its faster-than-light engines, and in a brilliant flash, the ship disappeared into the depths of space, racing towards the embattled planet. En route, as the Aegis hurtled through the stars, the crew braced themselves for the battle ahead. Aria addressed her crew over the ship's intercom, her voice calm and resolute. "Listen up, everyone. Terra 54 is under attack, and millions of lives are at stake. We have the most advanced ship in the fleet, and we're going to show these aliens what humanity is capable of. Stay focused, stay sharp, and we'll come out of this victorious." The crew responded with a determined cheer, their confidence bolstered by their captain's words. They knew that the fate of their homeworld rested in their hands, and they were ready to defend it at all costs. Chapter 2. Arrival at Terra 54. The destruction of Terra 54. The Aegis emerged from FTL travel, and the sight that greeted the crew was harrowing. Terra 54's atmosphere was filled with smoke and debris, and the alien fleet loomed menacingly in orbit. The planet's surface was scarred with craters, and entire cities lay in ruins. Status report, Aria ordered, her voice steady. Lieutenant Jameson quickly assessed the situation. Captain, Terra 54's defenses are in disarray. The alien fleet has established a blockade, and our forces are struggling to hold them off. Aria's jaw tightened. We're not too late. Prepare for engagement. Cole, I need a tactical analysis of their formation, strategy, and tactics. Lieutenant Commander Cole analyzed the alien fleet's formation on the holographic display. Captain, the alien ships are spread out, with their larger battleships providing cover for the smaller destroyers. If we can break through their lines and target their command ship, we can disrupt their coordination. Aria nodded. Good. We'll use our superior speed and maneuverability to our advantage. Elena, divert power to the weapons and shields. We'll need every bit of it. Dr. Vasquez worked furiously at her console, her hands a blur of motion. Aye, Captain. Weapons and shields are at full capacity. As the crew prepared for battle, they exchanged words of encouragement and resolve. Lieutenant Jameson, a seasoned veteran, offered words of wisdom to the younger crew members. Remember, stay calm and focused. We've trained for this. Trust in your training and each other. In the engineering bay, Dr. Vasquez and her team worked tirelessly to ensure the ship systems were at peak performance. Keep an eye on those power readings. We can't afford any fluctuations during the battle, she instructed her team. The calm before the storm. On the bridge, Captain Harlow took a moment to gather her thoughts. She looked around at her crew, their faces reflecting a mix of determination and apprehension. We're about to face a formidable enemy, but we have the advantage of superior technology and training. Trust in yourselves and in each other. We'll get through this. She took a deep breath and gave the order. Engage the enemy. The Aegis surged forward, its engines roaring to life as it prepared to face the alien fleet head-on. Chapter 3. The First Skirmish. Initial engagement. As the Aegis approached the alien fleet, the tension on the bridge was palpable. The view screen displayed the enemy ships in stark detail, their menacing forms silhouetted against the backdrop of space. Captain Aria Harlow's voice cut through the silence. All hands, prepare for battle. Tactical, target the nearest destroyer. Let's show them what we're made of. The Aegis's weapon systems hummed to life, and the ship's advanced targeting computers locked onto the closest alien destroyer. A series of bright beams lanced out from the Aegis, striking the enemy ship with pinpoint accuracy. The destroyer's shields flared and failed, and the ship was quickly reduced to a drifting hulk. Overwhelming superiority. The crew of the Aegis watched in awe as their ship's advanced weaponry tore through the alien fleet with ease. The alien ships, despite their numbers, were no match for the Aegis's superior technology. One by one, the enemy vessels were destroyed, their wreckage scattered across the battlefield. Lieutenant Commander Jason Cole couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. Captain, their technology is no match for ours. We're cutting through them like butter. Aria nodded, but her expression remained serious. Stay focused, everyone. We're not out of the woods yet. Alien counterattack. Despite their losses, the alien fleet regrouped and launched a coordinated counterattack. Several alien cruisers broke formation and charged towards the Aegis, their weapons firing in unison. The Aegis's shields absorbed the initial barrage, but the strain on the ship's systems was evident. Engineering, status report. Aria called out. Dr. Vasquez's voice crackled over the intercom. Shields are holding, but we can't take too many hits like that. I'm rerouting power to reinforce them. No worries. I'll provide the full story in smaller sections to make it easier for you to copy. Turning the tide. With the alien cruisers closing in, Captain Harlow made a critical decision. Helm, execute evasive maneuvers. Tactical, focus fire on the lead cruiser. We need to break their momentum. The Aegis danced through space, its advanced thrusters allowing it to outmaneuver the slower alien ships. The tactical team targeted the lead cruiser, and a barrage of energy beams struck the enemy vessel. The cruiser's shields buckled and failed, and a final volley of missiles tore through its hull, causing it to explode in a brilliant burst of light. The destruction of the lead cruiser caused confusion among the alien fleet. The Aegis took advantage of the chaos, systematically targeting and destroying the remaining cruisers. The alien ships, now disorganized and demoralized, began to retreat. Status report, Aria ordered, her voice steady. We've taken out the majority of their cruisers, Captain, Cole reported. The remaining ships are retreating. Aria nodded, her expression resolute. Good work, everyone. Stay alert. This isn't over yet. Chapter 4, The Counterattack. Regrouping. The Aegis maintained its position, scanning the battlefield for any remaining threats. The crew worked tirelessly to repair any damage sustained during the battle. Dr. Vasquez and her engineering team were busy rerouting power and reinforcing the ship's shields. Captain, the alien fleet is regrouping, Lieutenant Jameson reported. They're not giving up without a fight. Aria's jaw tightened. Prepare for another engagement. This time, we take the fight to them. Coordinated assault. The alien fleet, though battered, was far from defeated. They regrouped and launched a coordinated assault, attempting to overwhelm the Aegis with sheer numbers. The Aegis responded with precision and efficiency, using its advanced weapons and shields to repel the attackers. Focus fire on their command ship, Aria ordered. If we could take out their leader, the rest of the fleet will fall apart. The Aegis targeted the alien command ship, unleashing a relentless barrage of energy beams and missiles. The alien ship's shields flared and failed, and the ship was soon engulfed in flames. Victory. With the destruction of their command ship, the alien fleet began to fall apart. The remaining ships, now leaderless and disorganized, were quickly picked off by the Aegis. The crew of the Aegis cheered as the last of the alien ships were destroyed. Status report. Aria ordered, her voice filled with relief. We've done it, Captain, Cole reported. The alien fleet is destroyed. Terra 54 is safe. Aria allowed herself a small smile. Good work, everyone. Let's head back to Terra 54 and assess the situation. Chapter 5, Aftermath. Returning to Terra 54. The Aegis returned to Terra 54, its crew exhausted but victorious. The planet's surface was a mix of relief and devastation. The alien attack had caused significant damage, but the people of Terra 54 were resilient and determined to rebuild. Status report on Terra 54, Aria ordered. Heavy damage to several cities, but casualties are lower than expected, Jameson reported. The people are already starting to rebuild, reuniting with loved ones. Aria stepped off the ship, her heart heavy with the weight of the recent battle. She was greeted by her husband, Jack, and her daughter, Mia, who rushed into her arms. "Mommy!" Mia cried, tears streaming down her face. Aria hugged her tightly, her own tears mixing with Mia's. "I'm home, baby. I'm home." Jack wrapped his arms around them both, his voice choked with emotion. "We were so worried, Aria. Thank God you're safe." Reflecting on the battle, back on the Aegis, the crew gathered in the ship's mess hall to celebrate their victory. Aria raised a glass in a toast. To the crew of the Aegis, we faced a formidable enemy and emerged victorious. Your bravery and dedication saved countless lives. Here's to many more successful missions. The crew cheered, their spirits lifted by the captain's words. Chapter 6, Future Threats. An ominous discovery. As the crew of the Aegis celebrated their victory, a new threat loomed on the horizon. A deep space probe detected an anomaly in a distant star system, and the data it transmitted back to Terra 54's command center was disturbing. "Captain, we've detected an anomaly in the Andromeda system," Cole reported. "It appears to be another alien fleet, larger and more advanced than the one we just faced." Aria's expression turned grim. "Prepare the Aegis. It looks like our fight isn't over yet." Preparing for the next battle. The crew of the Aegis sprang into action, preparing the ship for another battle. They knew that the stakes were even higher this time, and they were determined to defend humanity at all costs. "Let's show these aliens what humanity is made of," Aria said, her voice filled with resolve. We won't back down. We won't surrender. We will fight, and we will win. The Aegis powered up its engines, ready to face the new threat. The crew braced themselves for the battle ahead, knowing that their courage and determination would be the key to humanity's survival.